Good morning, everybody. Here we are. We're in Tuesday, March 9th. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, March is always a good month, isn't it? Because we spring into, well, spring will hit sometime. But anyway, I'm Brad Neufeld.
I'm Tamara K. Anderson.
And I'm Jay Walther.
All right, and we want to thank you again for being here today. Well, let's start out this morning with an awesome quote from our guy, the man. I like to call you the myth, the legend. I like the response that we got from that last week, Jay. The voice also. Let's add that in there. Jay, go ahead. Please give us our quote for the day.
Okay, this quote is from Jim Rohn. If you go to work on your goals will go to work on you. If you go to work on your plan will go to work on you. Whatever good things we build whatever good things we build end up building us.
Ooh.
So
that kind of tied
on
in.
It works on you. You build yourself. You have to force yourself to learn new things, to build new things, and it ends up building you.
Mm-hmm. That's so true. Because that kind of fits a little bit with our tip for the day too, and also some things we talked about yesterday. But anyway, Jay, I love that quote. Today, I want to talk to you about something that let's talk about. This isn't an exhaustive means of doing this by any means, but I just want to introduce you to something. The words that we use and the words that we say every day do have an impact on how we see things in the world. Okay. I want to start out with this. A lot of times when we think that something's not going right, or we have these obstacles in front of us, we label them as a problem. Okay. Well, what is a problem? Okay.
It can be classified as lots of things, Brad.
Yes, it can. But let me do it this way so I can get my point across here. I'd like you to say this out loud, okay? And everybody that's listening to this, do the same thing. Say this. Say, I have a problem.
I have a
problem.
How does it feel?
Truthful.
Well, the comments I get back a lot are, it feels dark. It feels like there's something there that's just never going to go away, that I'm never going to be able to get around. Now, do this same thing with this word. Say, I have a challenge.
I have a challenge.
How does that feel?
Not as dark.
Yeah. And so anyway, it's just a word. It's just one word. But what happens when we associate words with specific situations, and so we bring up the word problem, it automatically goes to, there's something that I don't want to deal with. There's something that's there. But if we say, I have a challenge, your brain automatically goes, oh, challenge. Ooh, you're going to challenge me? I'm going to do everything I can to get past that. And it's just a word. But notice how the words we say can make a big difference or make a big shift in our mental process, and it'll actually help us to look for different things that we probably wouldn't otherwise see. And so take the time to notice that. I usually say this in my workshops. I'll stand up in front of everybody and say, I want to stand up here before you today, and I can honestly say that I have no problems in my life. Zero, zip, nada. Who believes me? And of course, nobody raises their hand. Okay. And I say this, I followed up with this. I say, I don't have any problems, but I do have a lot of challenges. I like to look at it as challenges because that means there's a resolve to it. I can figure it out. If I keep working at it, it will be resolved. And so pay attention to the words that you're saying every day. And I would highly encourage you to get that word problem out of your vocabulary. When you do come across something and that word problem comes up, just stop for a second and go, you know what? I have a challenge. And so if I say, I have a problem meeting tomorrow, no, I have a challenge meeting tomorrow. I have 30 other things to do. Okay. So let's move it to another day. Anyway, that's your tip for the day, problems versus challenges. And always look at it as when we ask other people for help. Here's the other thing too, is they're going to see things that you don't see. Okay. It's just like putting a puzzle together. Have any of you ever put one of those 500-piece, 1,000-piece puzzles together?
Oh, yeah.
And you've gotten about 70% of the way through and all the pieces of the puzzle look the same. And you're like, I can't, that somebody messed up this puzzle. They didn't cut it right, or some pieces fell out, or they gave me the wrong pieces in the box or something. Have you felt that before? And then all of a sudden,
piece is going to fit into that little space.
Exactly. But then what happens is somebody comes along and sees the puzzle and they pick up a piece and they go, oh, this goes here, this goes here, this goes here. And you're like, I've seen all of these. Why didn't I see that? Well, again, they're looking at it from a different perspective, but that's another angle of why it's important that we ask other people for the help that we need from time to time. And so when we're solving these challenges in life, again, we're here to help each other, and let's work together towards a successful goal. I like win-win situations. Anyway, so Tamara, what's our fun fact for today?
Oh, today's fun fact, you'll like this one. Today, Tuesday, March 9th, is National Meatball Day. I'm going to make you guys salivate a little bit.
Yes.
But I learned some interesting facts as I was researching this day, that every culture seems to have their own version of the meatball. Beef, pork, and veal seem to be the most popular, but they can be made with chicken, fish, and even vegan. So here's an interesting thing I learned. Okay. That the earliest recipe for making meatballs comes from China in the year 221 BC. That's like a long time ago.
Wow. Did they have marinara there too? Anyway, never mind.
I don't know, but it was in a collection. Also, in the first century AD, there was a collection of Roman recipes that was found, and the meatball was featured in that as well. So we have several recipes for meatball coming from thousands of years ago. And the current meatball that we use a lot today, it says in the year 1880, Italian immigrants introduced spaghetti and meatballs to Americans. So it's been in America since at least 1880. But that was just a really cool fact that I didn't know the meatball had been around for thousands of years. So to celebrate, we should all have spaghetti and meatballs tonight. That's all I'm saying.
I'm down with that.
Right.
Food I never get tired of. So anyway, thank you so much.
Frozen meatballs in the freezer right now. So
there you go.
There you
Make
go.
them tonight.
Now you have a reason to use them, Jay. All right. Hey, we want to thank everybody for listening and tuning in today. We're so grateful that you're listening to these, and the reception on these has been wonderful, and we're so grateful for that. Again, if you have any thoughts or suggestion, you can get a hold of us through our website at resiliencenetwork.com. You can see it down here in the banner, Resilience Talk Network. I'll get it right. resiliencetalknetwork.com. And if you have certain things that you'd like to bring here to the show in the morning, we'd love to hear it. We'd love to hear it. Also, if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, please hit the subscribe button. It's really helpful for us to get this message out to more people. And so this is our goal, is to bring peace to the chaos in this world, and help you to understand what's really going on out there so we can all learn and grow from it together. Anyway, we again grateful that you're here, and we'll see you tomorrow.